Setup's pretty good. We might look at getting your left hip a little bit higher at address than what it is. It's quite level there at the moment, and clearly because our shoulders are this way because of our hands, we need that left hip just a tad high. And we know from all the data that we collect from best players in the world that we have roughly about 55% of pressure in our left foot for various reasons, because the centre of mass tends to be tilted, and we want a little bit more pressure there so we can essentially rotate around and use the ground a little bit better. And what we're going to see for you is a little bit of lateral motion as well. So not only do we have you set up too far right there at the moment, we're going to start to see that move even more as you take it back. Now the pressure's on the outside of your foot, and you're unstable. And we tend not to see you rotate as much as what you possibly could do. Because of that. If we keep that pressure there with the hip just that little bit higher, you'll start to go around a lot more. And once again, from the 3D data that we've taken, we know that if we keep the centre of mass here and you rotate around, your right hip will go that way ever so slightly instead of laterally sliding. Then all of a sudden we're going to be able to use the ground a little bit better, and we won't change the contact point with the ground quite as much as what you do right now. So as soon as you move the hub, you'll change the contact point with the ground. So in other words, as soon as this starts moving backwards and forwards, and this starts moving backwards and forwards, then you're going to have to be extraordinarily gifted and talented and hit a lot of golf balls to make that work over and over again. So that's my main concern. Impact alignments there are pretty good. I mean, that one you hit nicely. And we'll talk about, because of that lateral movement, we'll talk about that left foot moving around on the way through a lot because you're off balance. And we'll get you basically posting into that left side on the way through a little bit better, using those muscles a little bit more effectively, and then you can actually let go. Because at the moment it looks like you're trying to place it into position.
I tend to, and a lot of people comment that I only have a bit of like a 3/4 swing.
That's no problem.
But I'm happy with that. I try not to belt the cover off it.
Mate, I've got a lot of my elite players will only what perceivably looks like a 3/4 swing. You do not need to swing it to parallel to make it go a long way, I can assure you. And that's from science. That's from smarter humans than me who've done a lot of testing on that. So it's a case of let's get you working a little bit more efficiently, and then we can start to use the ground a bit better, and then we can deliver the golf club a little bit better. When we start looking at these kind of numbers here, it's pretty good. It's a little from the inside, which then will promote more of a draw, an off-axis spin right to left. If the face is matched up properly, so the face is a little open there at the moment, so we'll get a straight shot, pretty much straight right at target. Then you'll square the club face up, and we'll still have that path there. Prime example there, you squared, the path was from the inside, the club face was relatively square, you're going to hit it out to the right pretty much every time. As soon as that club face then gets into zero and that's still a path, you will hit it to the left whether you like it or not. So there's prime example right there. Path, right of target, club face almost square, we get a shot that finishes left. So all that gobbledygook basically means that if I keep this bottom half a little bit better, you'll have a consistent path. The club face will square up a little bit more regularly than what it is, and there's no reason why you can't achieve your goal.
Awesome.